Make this make sense, everyone. Help me out here. Maximum security inmate. Now, look, he was in a maximum security prison and he impersonated a billionaire and stole millions of dollars. Now, his name is Arthur Lee Cofield. He's Jr., Arthur Lee Cofield Jr. He's 31 years of age, and he was incarcerated in the Georgia Department of Corrections Special Management Unit. Now, this is a facility that's specially designed, for hardened criminals with long rap sheets. When he seemingly assumed the identity of California billionaire Sidney Kimmel. Now, if you know who Kimmel is, if you've heard of him, he is the CEO of Sidney Kimmel Entertainment. It's a Los Angeles-based company behind popular films like Moneyball. That film came out in 2011, and then Crazy Rich Asians, that came out in 2018, and then the Justin Timberlake's Palmer, which came out last year in 2021. Now, in an in-depth report on the situation was recently published by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, federal authorities first began investigating Cofield in 2020 and now believe he was able to launch his scheme by obtaining contraband cell phones in order to contact Charles Schwab's customer service department. So this guy was able to contact the customer service department of Charles Schwab, which you know they handle big accounts. Big accounts. When I say big accounts, I'm talking about money. Big accounts. You know, in the millions and billions. And so he was able to convince representatives that he was Kimmel, ultimately arranging for $11 million to be wired to a company in Idaho to buy 6,106 American Eagle 1 ounce gold coins. Now, I bet you the people that he convinced at Charles Schwab, they don't have a job anymore. I'm pretty sure. Now, this guy is a very cunning guy, right? Very cunning inmate. He was able to charter a private plane now to transport the gold to Atlanta. This is all behind bars in a maximum security prison, okay? Now, they say it's maximum security, but he's been able to do a lot behind bars, right? And so some of the funds were allegedly used to purchase a $4.4 million house in the upscale Buckhead area of the city. Now, somebody was helping him. I really believe somebody was helping him, because why would he buy a house? Who's going to live there in that $4.4 million house? Who's going to charter this private plane? You know what I'm saying? So he was setting up some stuff for some people. Man, this is like, well, I can't say John Gotti or nothing, but the guy was doing all these things behind bars. And so Jose Morales, the warden at the special management unit during Cofield's incarceration there, because he's not there anymore, told AGC Cofield was a shrewd, intelligent individual who could con you out of millions. Now, although Cofield is currently only facing criminal charges in the Kimmel case, he was found to have contraband cell phones 12 times at 5 different Georgia prisons, according to various incident reports. He's been moved several times, obviously. And due to this track record of his, authorities believe that Kimmel is only the tip of the iceberg in the Cofield case. Okay? He has a track record, this Cofield inmate. Now, AJC reports that at a December 2020 hearing, federal prosecutor Scott McAfee indicated that government officials have evidence, indicating that Cofield has figured out a way to access accounts belonging to high net worth individuals, frankly, billionaires located across the country. So all you billionaires out here, you better figure out, you better check on your money. You better check on that money, and you need to check on it, and you need to put a lockdown on it. You need to do something, because if this guy Cofield can do what he did and get away with what he did till they discovered it, your money is at risk. And even though our money is at risk daily, you have to check on your money regularly. Check your bank accounts. Make sure nobody is scamming through Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. There is a lot of ways people can scam money. And especially with that Cash App, people will send you a request. And if you hit the wrong button, if you hit accept instead of decline, you've lost money. So you have got to be very careful. And it's important and imperative that you check your accounts daily. Daily log on. Don't wait 2, 3, 4 weeks or wait till you get paid or once a month. Daily check your accounts to make sure that nobody is breaching anything. Because I'm telling you, this guy, man, this guy, 31 years of age, gang member, shrewd person, can impersonate to convince other people and can manipulate people and con you out of millions of dollars just like that. So McAfee specifically indicated that the criminal stole $2.25 million from an account belonging to Nicole Wortham. Now, Nicole is the wife of Florida billionaire Herbert Wortham. Cofield reportedly used hundreds of illicit cell phones, some of which were obtained from prison guards, to accomplish his goal of scamming wealthy Americans. So some of the prison guards, I told you he had help. He had help. This is some inside help, because if he was able to get some illicit cell phones from prison guards, he had help. And he probably was going to share that wealth with these prison guards. And I wonder if they're being punished. I wonder if they're being under investigation, or have they been convicted? Have they been punished? Or is this an ongoing investigation? Or do they still have a job? Because it says he was able to obtain these illicit cell phones from prison guards to accomplish his goal of scamming wealthy Americans. And again, I wonder who's living in that $4.4 million house, or who was living there. Now, the whole thing was weird. Well, that's an understatement, said Scott West. Now, I'm saying it's an understatement. Now, Scott West said the whole thing was weird, but I'm saying that's an understatement, okay? So the architect who designed the Buckhead home that is now subject to government seizure, someone was living there. You just didn't build a house and then going to leave it empty like that. And he was the designer. I wonder how he got his money. money. I wonder how he got his money, how he got paid to design this house. Because you know they want to get paid as they go. So West went on. He disappeared for a couple of weeks, then called me and say, sorry, I was in Mexico, blah, blah, blah. When in fact, he was in prison, he was incarcerated. He wasn't in Mexico, he was incarcerated here in the United States. And he was doing all this over the phone. So federal agents are still searching for the remainder of Cofield's gold. Well, it's not his gold, it's the billionaire Kimmel's gold, because he impersonated and stole the billionaire's money. And actually, Charles Schwab should be, somewhere the billionaire Kimmel and Charles Schwab, because the billionaire had his money, being maintained, his wealth rather, being maintained by Charles Schwab, his wealth. So they talking about they searching for Cofield's gold. That's not Cofield's gold. I mean, like, I would be saying that they should be searching for the remainder of, Kimmel, Charles Schwab Kimmel's gold. Because, really it was the billionaire Kimmel's financial wealth, but they're calling it Cofield's gold. Why would they call it his gold? Because he was the one stole it? He was the one convinced the employees at Charles Schwab that he was Kimmel? Because I'm questioning, why would they say that the remainder of Cofield's gold? That's not his gold. He might have stole it, but it still really don't belong to him. Okay, so they conducted a search of the house in December 2020, thinking they would find it in a built-in safe, but the investigation was a dead end. Of course it is. This man is shrewd, and if he can do all of that, he wasn't going to put that gold in no house. He wasn't going to do no underground and back behind the walls type of safe. No. So CBS shared details about Cofield's current whereabouts. Now, this is where he's at now, because he was moved from the Georgia Department of Corrections. So he is now housed at the Georgia Diagnostic and Classification Prison in Butts County, serving a 14-year sentence for armed robbery. Now, he is also under indictment in Fulton County, where he has been charged with attempted murder. This guy is off the chain, you all, and he a danger to society. He really is a danger to society. He should never get out, because he is definitely a danger to society. But he stole $11 million while he was inside the maximum security lockup at the Department, Georgia of Corrections. You see the picture right there? That's the Department, Georgia of Corrections. This is really not a laughing matter, but wow. He impersonated the Billionaire movie mogul, Sidney Kimmel, in one of the biggest heists pulled off from inside an American prison. And you know Kimmel is a California movie mogul. And he had help. I'm telling you all, he had help. He had help in doing this. But they don't talk about, you know, they don't talk about if he, if those employees were punished, terminated, are they going to be in the indictment? And so another thing is that the type of coins were, if I didn't say that, he purchased 6,106 American Eagle 1-ounce gold coins with that money. So this dude is off the chain, you all. So what do you make of this? An inmate being able to do all of that. But he had help though. So leave your comments below. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Don't forget to share the video. Leave your comments below. And really, please be safe. Check your bank accounts, you all. I don't care if someone has $5 in their account. That's your account. Because if they can take $1 of your $5, then guess what else they're going to do if you put more money in there and your account grows and gets bigger? They're going to be able to take money out of it. And a lot of times they take small amounts, like 50 cents, $1, maybe a quarter. They take smaller amounts to see what they can get away with and see if it will be noticed. And then they start taking bigger amounts, and then they try to make purchases off of your account. So be safe out there. Check your bank accounts, whether it's a bank account, credit union account, credit card account, personal loan line of credit account. Please check your accounts. Make sure everything is intact. If you see anything suspicious on your account, don't call these like text messages and email phone numbers. Don't engage with them. Contact the number on your debit or credit card, you know, that's been issued to you. Contact that phone number. Do not respond to any text messages, any emails. Do not engage with people back and forth playing these games, trying to manipulate you, trying to get you to engage with them by telling you that, you know, if you don't pay this bill, or if you know, or you need to change your password because it's been compromised and all that stuff. No, contact the number on your debit or credit card, your bank card, or whatever you call it. Contact the number on your card from your issued bank, your legitimate issued bank card from your credit union or your bank, and make sure, or your credit card company, you know, and make sure that nothing fuddy-duddy and funny is going on. Also, make sure you check, like if you make purchases, check to make sure that the only thing that has been taken out of your account is what you authorized, what you made the purchase. You intentionally, You intentionally made that purchase. You are the one that placed that order. Check those things. Don't let yourself become a victim. And just check everything. Be careful out there. And one of the things that I've been told and taught, or been told to do, is don't use your bank card for small purchases. Try to carry small cash on you, not a lot, but if you're going to buy gas, just enough, like you got gas, money for gas, maybe you need money for groceries, but if you're going into a little small store, like a convenience store to get a drink, a pop, or soda, bottled water, candy bar, pack of gum, things like that. Or you're going in a donut shop, take cash. Things like that. Just some examples. 99-cent store, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. If you can pay cash for the things that you go in there and buy, and you have enough cash to do so, do that so you're not using your bank cards as much. Those are just some tips that I can give you, and maybe you have some more tips to give. You leave your respectful comments below. Let me know what you think about this inmate and how he got away with all this. We know that he had help, but do you think there was also people on the outside helping, and those are the people that were helping, move the money and living in this mansion that he purchased with Kimball's money? What do you all actually think about this? But again, thank you for tuning in. Please like, give thumbs up to the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. And thank you all so much for tuning in. And thank you to all of my new subscribers. And I'll see you soon.